Here with Sudhi and Suchi.
Here we are yet again on Hear It Here with this person whose name is...
Yeah, I'm the extra. Yeah, anyway.
yeah, Sudhi and Suchi on Hear It Here. Welcome everybody, and today we have got two women, Sudhi.
Two women.
Oh my God.
And
two.
stalwarts, by the
And
way.
I mean like phenomenal
Yes,
women.
phenoms. Yeah.
Phenomenal women.
I like how इनकी वजह से free fund में मेरे upgradation जो हो गया है ना, I'm liking this.
Yes, now the people who you just heard
Yes.
talking, okay, let me introduce
Now we're
you.
going to go to the
One-
formal, drum
Yeah.
roll.
We're talking sports here, okay? We're talking sports here. One who is an actor who knows every sport in the world, I think.
Probably,
You know,
yes,
that's
yes.
one thing I've never done in my 28-year career. But I will take some pages from her book. The other one, my
Is, yes, the one who holds those stellar records, the most consecutive 50s, 1,000 runs in a World Cup, the maximum number of runs in all formats in women's Indian cricket, more than 7,000, the record for also eating the maximum number of boiled eggs during a team meeting. And
Did I?
Yes.
Do I have that? Do I have that record? See, I've got to know one record from Suchi.
Yeah, I also got to know this is all my research.
Yes.
Welcome to Hear It Here with Sudhi and Suchi. Welcome Taapsee, welcome Mithali.
Thank you.
True pleasure.
Absolute pleasure. To start off with, Mithali, I want to know when Taapsee was chosen to play you, your first reaction.
She's learned it by heart now.
Yeah. No, I was fine. I was fine with it because
Yeah.
I know that she's done few characters.
Yes,
like,
of course, all sorts of sports.
Yeah,
Yeah, bhago,
seen her
or
play hockey, running.
run, and-
So I was comfortable with the idea that she's going to portray
Okay.
me. But the question mark was the skill.
Yeah, most
You know, because cricket is a skill game.
Of course, my God.
So then I was like,
I don't know if I would ever attempt cricket. I don't know.
You can.
I'm honest.
Inborn talent. Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, you
I
do.
can, no
You
way.
can do this.
And then to learn it in such a short span,
Yeah.
because she's portraying me and I have played cricket for so many years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And to ape my style, because again there is style related
Yeah.
to the
Sure,
way we
sure,
play,
sure.
especially in a sport like cricket.
Sure.
So to ape that, to learn the skill, so वहाँ पे थोड़ा question mark था.
Question mark.
But I
हाँ,
would definitely say the one person who definitely could have done it and could have done it to the best of their abilities
Yeah.
is her for sure. But before we get into that, I have one question.
Yeah.
Kapil Dev played a beautiful Nataraj shot. You remember that, right? 1983 World Cup.
Yeah.
You were into Bharatnatyam. Did you ever think during your playing days that you shall come up with a classic shot like this? Which
Or
would
did
be like
Taapsee,
a-
did you think,
or
अरे यार
like
मैंने भी किया यार
one of those-
भरतनाट्यम in all my movies and all, I'll add this.
No.
No.
Never.
I didn't have any liberty. She had to ape her style. So you ask her this question.
Yeah. So none
Nothing
of
like that, no? Nothing that kind of inspired you to go into like...
नहीं यार.
Okay, for both of you, this question. In each of your careers, what would you say has been your turning point?
There were many turns,
Yes.
U-turns. Up the hill, down the hill, into the
Yeah.
valley, and then
Yeah.
again climbing. The major decision that we took was to opt cricket over dance.
Correct.
Yes.
Because that was at that juncture where, I was already into the probables of the Indian team for the 97 World Cup.
Sure.
And dance, I was just 2 stages behind for Arangetam.
Oh, wow.
And but the dance teacher was very unhappy because
Yeah.
every month I would come back and join the class. One was I was far behind my group,
Yeah.
and second I would come dark.
Ah,
So she's like, "How can we apply makeup on you if you turn out like this?"
Yeah.
And then I'm always falling behind in the class, missing because of cricket training.
Yeah.
So then she was the one who told my dad, like, your daughter can't pursue both. She has to
Choose.
make a choice.
Yes.
So
Okay,
that was
that was
that
your
was
main.
yeah.
Taapsee, for you in your career?
Yeah, again, it's been twists and turns only. Yeah. I mean, from wanting to do a proper regular job of sorts to...
You're an engineer.
I'm
no?
an engineer, yes. I wanted to do my,
Electronics.
my MBA.
Yeah.
Adventurous with life, became
मैंने
an
English
actor.
honors किया, just saying.
Graduate.
बोल रहे हैं, हाँ. Thank you,
Yeah, from there to starting with South,
Yes.
Tamil and Telugu, where the languages I never even heard before.
Yeah.
Acted in those languages for 3 years, and then came a twist of, okay, अब अपनी mother tongue में time to act in
Correct.
that.
Yes.
And then getting a chance to work with Mr. Bachchan and Akshay sir so early in my career, and then that 1.5 minute sequence in a film with total 7 minutes of screen space, making my presence felt that, I don't know, that was a turning point, or doing Pink with Mr. Bachchan when people thought
Absolutely
it's,
stood,
you know,
sat up and said, wow.
So that changed a lot of things
That
for me.
did.
So there've been quite a few of these sorts, yeah.
But I wanna ask you this, Taapsee. I mean, you essentially come from a background of modeling. Right?
Yeah, I did it for pocket money's sake. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I mean, then from there on, you went ahead and you said, okay, wait a minute, I need to make headway as far as cinema is concerned. Did you feel that definitely doesn't come across as far as your performances are concerned because they're brilliant? But did you feel at that given point in time you had not had a formal training, whether it be acting, whether it be theatre, whether it be any of that? And did you feel that you had a higher burden? That's one. Second, how do you do so brilliantly well?
That burden I feel even now.
Okay.
There have been times that I feel very stuck as to I don't know how to trigger this emotion out of me because I've not gone through that formal training.
Sure.
I don't have these quick hacks of a lot of things.
Correct.
Even now I feel that stuck in situations when
Right.
the only way of doing it is to psych myself out into believing it's me.
Okay.
And it takes a toll on me mentally because
Right,
of that. Because
right.
I don't have any other way to deal with it.
Sure.
It takes a toll on me because for 30, 40, 50 days, every day for 12 hours, I'm forcing my mind to believe that this has happened to me or this is me and I'm going through this. And then after a couple of days, yeah, I mean, you get affected mentally and then you have to come out of it.
Yeah.
And then
So it is essentially, by default, you're following the method form of acting.
yeah. Somewhere a method form of acting, which is not a very healthy form of performance, I feel, especially if you're going to pick up the kind of films I pick up.
Yeah.
It does
Oh,
take
yes.
a toll on you
Oh, yes.
mentally. Yeah,
Oh,
it
yes.
does.
Speaking of taking a toll mentally and emotionally, Mithali, how do you deal with, when you're out there, on the field? Do emotions come into into play, and how do you control it? And did you give her any advice as far as that was
Control
concerned?
only, she's here. That is a challenging part.
Yeah.
She's only controlling.
Controlling.
Of course, I go, I feel a lot of pressure, but I don't show it.
Yeah.
I pretty much learned to control it
Yeah.
over the years.
But if we were to see Mithali Raj getting really angry, what would
That would be with my eyes
Oh.
only, because my teammates would know. Like,
Why are you
if
looking
they
at
look
me
at
when
me,
you're
they know
saying-
Didi,
Okay, fine.
Didi is angry.
Oh,
Yeah. Just that look, they're
Khatarnak.
like,
Chalna hai,
Didi,
dekh
yeah.
class mein. Give us that one. Come on. Now you have to do the
You have
acting,
to
not
please.
Taapsee. You have to do
Okay,
it.
okay,
One khatarnak look.
I'll inspire you. I just bowled the no ball.
No, she doesn't have. You
now, Cherry,
I just bowled the no ball. Huh.
No, you got to give one dirty look into the camera. One.
you just gave.
You got it.
I
man.
got it. Thank God I was looking there. I would have meant it.
But tell me this, I mean, it's amazing to kind of obviously have the glorious career that you've had, and then of course have it, epitomized in celluloid through such a fine actor as Taapsee. What was going through your mind in terms of the fact that, there were so many nuances that you've lived through in terms of your entire life? How much was it important for you for them to kind of really come out? And was it there at the back of your mind that you wanted it to be all glorious and beautiful? Or did you want it to be not just so black and white? You wanted it to be grey, or for that matter, you wanted people to know your weaknesses and all of that happened.
Did you ask her, the part of the same
Yeah.
question, did you ask her a lot about her weaknesses and things like that
No,
when you
I
were
didn't.
setting?
See, when I got this film, there was no script. There was only research material and her yes to say
Yes.
that okay, I'm okay. A film
somebody
is getting
playing this.
made. And then they wrote the script keeping in mind that I'm going to be portraying her on screen. And then when I heard the film, it was like a 4-hour narration because it was that first draft which has got everything.
Right.
And then that only choked me at so many moments. I didn't have the opportunity to interact a lot with her because she was still active playing,
Sure.
and at that too COVID times where she was either in a bubble or playing a tournament or World Cup camp.
Right.
So never got to really interact or be with her to know more. I had Nushin with me, who's a very dear friend of hers and who's played with her as well. So she became my window to knowing her. And sometimes it's nice to have someone who's seen you.
Sure.
Because they will be able to tell you a lot of things that even she might not remember.
I agree.
Because if I think of it sometimes, there's things that my family members tell me about me 20 years back that I wouldn't remember. So they'll help me, they'll help a third person know about me probably a little more than what I could have directly told.
True.
So it really helped me to have Nushin around, because she used to tell me how her game changed, to how her personality changed, to all those things.
Nice.
Yeah, which you probably wouldn't have been able to
Yes,
tell.
because
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, I'm
This is
yeah,
me.
this is me, yeah, just do it.
I was just
Huh?
looking at that photo of us from 4
Yeah.
years ago, and I'm like, so different, man. It's like 4 years, you know. But what has been for you the? I'm sorry, you.
No, go ahead.
If
go
you
ahead.
wanted to.
No.
What has been for you the biggest? I mean, like awakening for throughout your cricket career, from when it started to now, where you've decided to retire, etc. You know, so young. I mean, you can't use the word retire, yeah, when
Young,
somebody's
she
so young.
Yeah, you are young.
You know, very, very young.
You are
Hello.
very young.
Yeah. You know, so.
Was it the 209?
The world
The
record,
test one,
214.
214.
Well, that was the first time within the state, a lot of people started to follow women's cricket. Until
Yes.
then, nobody gave it any thought at all.
Yeah, I'm frankly speaking, I mean, your name is what I know of women's cricket.
Yeah,
I mean,
because, I
I'm
mean, yeah.
52 years old, but when you think of women's cricket, that's what I know. You
So
know, with that.
I think that that record started.
Everyone talking
yeah,
about it.
talking about it. At least it started in my state, in Telangana, and then when we were runners up in 2005, a little more.
Yeah,
But the 2017 World Cup, that was
must have been a big
huge
one,
for women's cricket in India and globally too, because one is that everybody started to watch the tournament from the first game where we beaten England.
Yeah.
You know, and that has set the ball rolling for the entire tournament. Even for ICC, the turnover, the viewership was so huge in that
huge, yeah.
tournament.
Yeah.
And I think the way social media helped us to sort of make the sport bigger. And since then, I think women's cricket has been on a roll.
That's good,
Yeah.
that's good.
It truly has. And Taapsee, I mean, as far as obviously the game is concerned, I hope that you've been following it since you were a kid or whatever. Did you have
I
any
followed
interest?
men's cricket,
Fair
yes,
enough, fair enough.
while growing up, and then there came a point where I totally got disconnected to it after the whole match fixing thing happened. Got heartbroken, and then I slowly
Wo
got.
kya tha? I'm sorry, I forgot.
That you can go back and check in your Google searches. You'll also get the history. And then I got back to it, but only like, you know, the big tournaments where
Sure.
you only follow your country. But before that, I used to actually follow. I used to know about all the 11s of other countries as well.
Nice,
When I was
nice,
growing up.
nice.
But then, specific to women's cricket, I read her statement in paper when she
Right.
said that, you know, the question that she was asked, and she answered that, why do you always ask this question to female cricketers?
Correct.
Why don't you ask this question
The
to
male
Male
kick,
cricketers,
yes.
yeah.
So that got me to notice her, and I've been guilty of the fact that I didn't know about women's team even existing before that. And because of that, I got to know her, and because of her, I got to know that there's a team, and this is what this team has done so far, and how oblivious I was of this existence. And you know, now I need to mend ways, or at least start following it. And soon after, I think I kind of manifested it and got the opportunity to play her.
But I have to ask you this. How does it feel by the end of it? How does Taapsee feel? Forget the character. How does Taapsee feel to portray one of the most celebrated cricketers of our country? And
far
you've
I've
gone
al-
down in history doing that. How does that
So
feel?
far, I've only been feeling pressure. I've not really sat back and looked at it from a, you know, a little third-person perspective.
yeah, okay.
I haven't seen that, because maybe after the release I will. I've only been feeling the pressure right from the time I got the opportunity to learning the game, to enacting it.
वो
to
कैसा था? मजे आए?
सीखने में?
हाँ.
I wish I could say मजे आए, because it was always under pressure. It was always
Were
under.
you there for, I mean,
No,
No, she was
At
still
all?
actively busy playing.
Yeah.
Play.
Right?
Yeah.
नहीं तो, my
Even
God,
at
that
shoot
would have been
or-
traumatic.
I don't think
at the
I-
shoot?
No,
I don't know
because
how
I
it
was
would have
preparing for the World Cup.
Correct.
So we had 3-4 series last year.
Ah,
Yeah.
right, correct.
Yeah.
So I was pretty busy.
So in
with
one
that.
way, that was less tension.
But
No,
think
yeah,
about
yeah.
it, man. I mean, if she was
Oh
been,
my
she would
God.
have been
अरे,
there
क्या
on the
करेगी?
net.
Yeah, it would have been tough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The constant glare. Think about that.
Yeah, that glare.
That player would have been,
अच्छा मैं मेरा बैट दे दो मैं घर जा रही हूँ
no.
मेरे को नहीं खेलना
No, I would have been very intimidated. So in
Yeah.
a way that I'm happy that she was not there
Not
on
there.
set. Even if she was there, I probably would have told everyone, please get her on the day I'm not playing cricket. So yeah, I'm glad she was not there physically when I was shooting it. But then, yeah, I haven't seen it as a, sat back and saw it as a third person. No, I haven't done it as yet. Hopefully after the release, yes.
One thing that either of you, both of you, in your careers, you all want to see change. What change would you like to see?
I think one change I would like to see is that people should not compare women's sport to men's sport. That
Beautiful.
happens a lot.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And
That was going to be my next question.
And of course, it's New Zealand, right, who have
Yeah.
decided to pay them the same. Bloody hell, damn good, man.
Yeah.
And maybe at some point,
suno.
women's IPL, but I'm sure it will be happening next year, so I would like to see that take off.
For sure, for sure. What about you, Taapsee?
Taapsee, in your
I don't want to hear the statement before every film that I'm offered that female-driven film है ना तो थोड़ा budget कम है. Yeah, मतलब थोड़ा इसके अंदर can't
That's
pay
tragic,
you
isn't it?
much. Yeah, I don't want to hear that line soon. Like I'm trying to work towards that.
But do you not think it's so ironical that we keep claiming that we are in a very modern world?
Yeah, but
unfortunately, we still are.
Listen, we have come a long way. 10 years, 12 years back
fair.
when I started, I never thought I'd be sitting here and doing this sort of a film, most expensive film of my career, mounted upon, in a way, me as a protagonist there. I never thought this day will come. I thought after 12 years, I'll be actually in some other place, some other job, doing something else. So I would rather see the glass half full, but there's a long way to go before equality is achieved.
Slower, but at least there is
at least
progress.
we're in the right direction. I'm
Fair
glad.
enough.
I want to celebrate that.
And since we're talking about long way to go, what is there? What's next for you, and what's next for you that you can talk about?
Yeah, you should ask her
What's next for me? I don't know. I'm just weighing few options because, as I said, that there's a lot of things that a women cricketer can do post-retirement in today's time than what
Yeah,
we
we
could.
could
in the-
retire, yaar, with you looking the way you do. I mean,
So
that doesn't suit.
let's see whether administration or commentary,
Nice, that would be nice.
mentoring, yeah.
I, of course, have to-
take a back seat. Yeah,
Went like a tracer bullet. No, but okay, so this is something which we have to ask you both. Very
No, we
important.
didn't ask her what she's doing next.
Since it's a biopic and all that. No, we're coming back to you, Taapsee. But we have to understand how well you know each other.
Oh God, test.
What was the name of the company in which she worked as a software engineer?
Okay, that question is only wrong. I didn't work as a software.
yeah. You also didn't know the answer.
I did. Okay, next question. What was the shot that she played to score her first boundary?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Was it a straight drive?
Yes, you're right.
Because you don't have a video.
We'll give that to you, Taapsee. You're right. Okay, you're right.
Let's just do that. Just because cover drive would have been obvious, so I said straight drive. And that's
Fabulous. That's why I like your out of the
What
box
is that
thinking.
one nuance of hers that you decided, I'm going to copy that in this film?
Oh. Lazy walk and talk. I had to copy it.
Drawl.
Yeah, she if I talk like myself, it will be too fast to portray her.
Right.
So I had to pace down the way I talk and pace down the way I walk.
She's nice. She's a nice little nuance. Yeah,
Nice one.
that's
Well,
quite nice.
absolutely fantastic to have you both here on Hear It Here. Women power, here they come.
More importantly, how was it for you both? Did you guys enjoy yourself being here? We just take a
yeah,
little
yeah.
feedback by the end of every interview. I'm sorry, I don't have
Rate
paper.
feedback, rate your experience.
Yes,
Yes,
take your
please do.
experience with. Yeah.
So was it-
We'll hear it here. But shabash,
Thank you.
Mittu. On our screens very, very soon. We're all going to be watching. And all the best. All the best. Thank you so much.
And honestly, I mean, Godspeed to the both of you. You
Absolutely.
two are shining stars.
Shining
in your
stars,
own
you know.
fields.
Proud of both of you. Proud
Honestly.
of you. God
Brilliant.
bless. All the best.
Thank you.
Hear it here with Sudhi and Suchi.